Johnny Depp, the name itself is enough to evoke memories of an incredible career, filled with legendary performances, breathtaking transformations, and controversies that have captured the public's attention for decades. But what's next for him? That's the question on everyone's mind as we look ahead to 2025. After all, his journey has been anything but typical. He's gone from a heartthrob pirate to a deeply polarizing figure. But could 2025 be the year he comes back with a vengeance? Or is his career heading in a completely new direction? At first glance, it may seem like Johnny Depp is no longer the Hollywood staple he once was. The intense media scrutiny, the lawsuits, and his very public personal struggles have left many wondering if Depp's time in the spotlight is over. He's no longer the first actor that comes to mind when you think of Hollywood royalty. In fact, some people might assume that his best days are behind him. But here's the truth. Johnny Depp has always been at his best when people counted him out. The real story of his career is about reinvention, resilience, and the unexpected. And in 2025, he may be gearing up for a comeback that none of us saw coming. Now, before we dive into Depp's future, let's take a quick walk down memory lane. Depp's career took off in a way that was both unconventional and unforgettable. From his breakout role in 21 Jump Street to his iconic performance as Captain Jack Sparrow in the Pirates of the Caribbean series, Depp became one of Hollywood's most beloved, and unpredictable, stars. But the journey hasn't always been smooth. As the years went on, Depp found himself embroiled in various controversies, ranging from messy legal battles to public disputes with his ex-wife, Amber Heard. The media's coverage of his personal life became a constant distraction, overshadowing the work that Depp was doing as an actor. But here's the thing about Depp. He has always had this uncanny ability to transform himself. He's a true chameleon of the screen, capable of playing roles that no one else could even imagine. From dark, quirky characters like Edward Scissorhands to the eccentric and chaotic Jack Sparrow, Depp carved out a niche that was entirely his own. It's his unpredictability, his willingness to dive into unconventional roles, that set him apart from many of his peers. This kind of versatility is rare in Hollywood, and it's precisely what makes Johnny Depp so fascinating. However, even the most resilient stars can face setbacks. And in Depp's case, his personal life, specifically his highly publicized legal battles, began to overshadow his work. In the aftermath of the trial with Amber Heard, Depp's reputation took a hit. He was removed from big projects, and his once thriving career seemed to be in freefall. Many wondered if he would be able to recover, or if his time in Hollywood had truly come to an end. But here's where things start to get interesting. Depp isn't the type of person to just fade away. If anything, this period of adversity has forced him to reflect and grow in ways that we might not have expected. He's used this time away from the limelight to take a step back and focus on the things that matter most to him, his craft, his family, and his personal well-being. It's possible that 2025 could be a new beginning for Depp, one that sees him stepping back into Hollywood in a completely different way. So, what exactly does the future hold for Johnny Depp? Let's talk about the possibilities. First and foremost, Depp has always been someone who thrives on creative freedom. He's not the type to stick to the same old formula, he's always searching for something fresh, something that challenges him as an actor. And with the way the entertainment industry is evolving, there are more opportunities for Depp to explore than ever before. Take the rise of streaming platforms, for example. Over the past few years, we've seen a massive shift in how we consume media. Instead of relying solely on traditional movie theaters and TV networks, people are flocking to streaming services like Netflix, Amazon Prime, and Hulu. These platforms are constantly looking for fresh content, and Johnny Depp's star power could be exactly what they're looking for. In fact, Depp could be a perfect fit for the world of streaming, whether it's starring in an original series, lending his voice to an animated show, or even working on a documentary. Streaming platforms are hungry for big names, and Depp's involvement could help elevate any project he's a part of. But let's not stop there. streaming isn't the only avenue for Depp to explore. In fact, Depp could very well embrace a completely different role in the entertainment world. Think about it, Depp has always had an eye for artistic expression. He's a musician, a producer, and a director. Why not combine all of those talents and step behind the camera once again? Depp has already directed a few films in the past, and while they didn't necessarily break box office records, they demonstrated his unique vision and creative abilities. In 2025, he could very well return to directing, and this time, he might have the freedom and support to make a project that truly resonates with audiences. Perhaps he'll even use his platform to tell a personal story, something that reflects his own journey, his struggles, his growth, and his reinvention. What's also interesting is that Depp has always had a deep love for smaller, independent films. While he's made his mark in major Hollywood blockbusters, some of his most memorable performances have come in indie films that didn't necessarily have the same level of commercial success but were beloved by critics and fans alike. In 2025, Depp could decide to focus more on these types of films. Movies that challenge him as an actor and allow him to take risks. Independent films give Depp the freedom to experiment with roles that are less about commercial appeal and more about storytelling. And let's be real, Depp is the kind of actor who thrives in projects that let him push boundaries. But it's not just about acting and directing. Depp is also an incredibly talented musician. While we've seen him play guitar in a few films, Depp has always had a passion for music that goes beyond the big screen. He's been a member of the rock band Hollywood Vampires, alongside Alice Cooper and Joe Perry, and he's performed with a number of other well-known musicians over the years. Could 2025 be the year Depp fully embraces his musical career? There's certainly potential for him to release his own music, whether it's an album or a series of collaborations with other artists. Music has always been a personal outlet for Depp, and it could very well become an important part of his artistic journey moving forward. In addition to exploring new creative outlets, Johnny Depp could also make an impact in other areas. He's a philanthropist who's been involved in a number of charitable causes over the years. Whether it's supporting children's hospitals, advocating for Native American rights, or raising awareness for various social justice issues, Depp has always been someone who cares deeply about giving back. In 2025, we could see him continue to use his platform to raise awareness about causes close to his heart. Maybe he'll even get involved in a larger humanitarian effort that allows him to make a significant impact in the world. One thing we know for sure is that Johnny Depp is not the type of person to sit back and let his career fade into oblivion. Despite the controversies and setbacks he's faced, Depp is a fighter. He's been through the ringer, but if there's anything we've learned from his journey so far, it's that Johnny Depp doesn't give up easily. So, what's next for him? The answer is simple: anything he wants it to be. Depp is a true artist, and 2025 is going to be the year he reinvents himself once again. Johnny Depp may have faced some tough years, but in 2025, he could very well find himself at the center of a Hollywood comeback like we've never seen before. Whether it's through new projects, a return to directing, or embracing new creative outlets, Depp has the potential to redefine himself and make an even bigger impact than he did in his earlier years. He's not just an actor, he's a true artist, and his journey is far from over. What do you think about Johnny Depp's future? Is he poised for a massive comeback, or is 2025 the year we see him take his career in a completely new direction? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on all things Johnny Depp and other Hollywood stars. It's going to be an exciting year, and I can't wait to see what happens next.